voice blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. Heads to the side, harpooned and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
All right, welcome. It is time to get going with our Wednesday Pirate on the Seas campaign. We have tons of interesting things going on. The most interesting is a scry spell that began in the last few minutes of last week that we are ready to resolve and see what is going on here upon Dark Toe. So, last where we left off, we were knee-deep into the celebration of the 1 year since the documents that made Dark Toe a legitimate power island and government were signed. They have done a lot of reconstruction, brought in a majority of pirates in and along the Menagerie Coast as more, shall we say, unscrupulous soldiers rather than absolute evil people. So a lot going on with that, though still very loose. Definitely not people you want to trifle with too hard because they're just this side of legitimate. But managing all of that has been Malfow Savage, and some of our characters coming back had sort of experienced a reality rewrite due to their actions within the Deadlands. Along with information, the Deadlands themselves might be discorporating and becoming very different in and of themselves. So much is going on around this area, and it is time to continue. Now, remember, you can use those sweet channel points to give inspiration, and as a reminder, those can be used once per general encounter, which means there's actually several times to use that. So fill that up in the chat. And I would say when you spend your channel points, it is very useful to put in a little message to tell us how many inspos you put in. Just helps us get them, especially in the heat of things, so that we do not miss your wondrous generosity. So, Thola, you were the one casting Scry, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you put this out, and would you like everyone to see this?
Yeah, like I put the bowl down
Yeah.
in the middle of everyone, and
so deep within the blood-soaked ship of the Black Tide, body parts, noticeably no jaws, except for the one you were able to find that had been hidden by a brave soul, sits this ball. As you sprinkle around it bits of items and hair that you found in the quarters of, you believe, these interlopers upon Dark Toe. The iron smell of around Ferris begins to make way to a sea breeze as air swirls about the crystal and it lifts up slightly, crackling with energy and sight. as it itself glows and projects out in this blood red gas as the blood dissolves and cakes and dries around you into two visions. The first, you see sharks swimming through the water, bursting through the surface, transforming to humanoids dressed in flowers and animal skin, some leaves from the forested side of Darktoe. As their feet hit the ground, they move at full sprints through the forest. You spy one of them carrying this, what looks like almost crystal ball that storms in the center, black clouds cracking on the edges. Yo, don't have much time. We need to get into position. The other. You see in very plain, common Darktoe clothing, a group moving. They have heavier cloth. You can just barely see an edge of a similar globe that's tucked beneath large coats and very common pirate wear. These, it's hard to make out their faces, but they move slowly due to the packed crowd as various people jut around them. You see a young man about 17 who somewhat drunkenly stumbles into one of them. Is half orc. With him, you see how you recognize, so you don't know their name, of a sapling from Gaius. As they bump into these people, you see their eyes go down as they spy the strange object. And quick, you see one of them touch the sapling, the other grabs the hand of this young man, and both in an instant have eyes that turn white and they perish. And their bodies are hauled and dumped, hidden beneath crates. As they try to make this very slow progress, it seems, to the center of the celebration. 2 cells, same object, 2 paths. What would you like to do?
Well, I can concentrate on this for 10 minutes. I think what I have as a question up to you, Matt, if Jajal is here, is he able to teleport us to one of these locations?
I'm going to say he can get you close, but you're not going to be able to get next to them.
For sure. Okay. And then I look at everyone. We still have time to ask questions, but we must make a choice. Where should we go? The main force, or what seems like a squad coming in on the waters, or the people that are making the ruckus in the middle of the festival?
I would say saving the people are probably first.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Okay. So I quickly, I'll instruct Jajal to prepare for that. But before I do, I quickly look at this head, and I cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
And prepare my 5 questions as I revivify and give them the ability to communicate.
Yeah, so this head sits, and as it comes on, there's a smile. You found me. Praise be to the matron.
Yes. Praise be. Where was your ship when you guys were attacked?
Is it yes/no questions or?
No,
Oh, okay.
that is communion. We fought after we docked. They had... I found there are... whatever those were, those storms in a ball. And as I raised the alarm, they found me. And I saw and saw what they were doing, and figured I hoped it would leave some evidence for you, priestess.
Do you know what they were keeping in the...
Divine intervention right there.
Sounds like you all just got attacked.
Ship explodes.
All right.
I swear it always happens. So I you know what creature or being they had with them to cause that room over there. I point to that room that was to be soaking wet and damp.
It was those objects the storms contained. They called it their vengeance.
How many were you able to see?
2. There were 2 of the balls. Before I had to go. Or they began transforming into monsters and creatures.
And how many do you think attacked the ship?
We had picked up 7.
Is there, before I let you go, is there any other thing that seemed odd about this group or a particular individual that maybe didn't go with what everything that their group wanted? Someone that stood out, that was different from the rest.
Are you looking for an appearance question here,
Um,
or a
yeah, like-
personality question?
Yeah. So, like, I'm asking if someone who maybe act weird or different from the group, what did they look like?
Like a leader?
Yeah,
Sort
yeah,
of.
or either not particularly, maybe not the leader, but like an outcast, maybe.
Okay, so you're looking for
Someone
someone who maybe wasn't cool with what was happening.
Right, exactly.
Okay, cool. Wanted to verify because
Yep.
There was a younger woman. Maybe 18. She screamed when the others attacked. Still, he still called out where shipmates were. She seemed like she was mourning what they were about to do, but doing nothing to stop it.
This isn't obviously not the young man we saw. This is a completely different young person that we didn't notice in the scry.
This is a young woman.
Mhm.
And you don't feel like you saw. Well, you again. I'm not giving you as much specifics because I'm being very broad with this price now.
No, for sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no. You didn't really get a lot of faces here because you were what you got was more intent of what is happening.
No, I got you.
So we made it broader and less detailed.
For sure. Okay, so well, if they are done, then I thank them, and looks like we obviously got to stop this group, and best to stop the group that's kind of causing trouble in the middle. So I guess we'll head that way. Asking, well, I guess, gosh. Before we teleport, we should probably let Talon know outside the boat before he's just standing outside on the dock the whole time, not knowing that we're not on the boat anymore. So.
Ah, funky storm clouds.
Yeah. Well, what say you can get here is one of the things he says before he goes. They kept on saying 2 positions, same mission. Phrase they had said. And then they breathe out, and with them, feathers kind of pour out of their mouth briefly. The smile turns to satisfaction and peace. Their last act paid off.
You've done well. Well, we must go. So make sure Talon knows and is aware. I'm trying to think of. Yeah. I guess what I'm going to do then is I am going to cast Sending and speak to my dad, who's probably out drinking, and tell him that he needs to gather gather more able-bodied men than yourself. There's an attack coming from the forest. Druids, be aware of any suspicious animals.
Okay.
And then I will, tell the group, well, are we ready?
Matt, real quick, going off of like what description I heard from the head, or if they'll describe like the sphere with the storm in it, does that ring any sort of like arcane explanation for like spell storage or something? Because that doesn't, it's not clicking that like they're just walking around with a 9th level spell, like already kind of precast.
Right. You were able to see it through the scry. You were able to hear about it a little bit more. So, Arcana with advantage.
Big modifier. 34.
Amazing. Okay. So, looking at this is magical technology that's new. This is holding this immensely powerful spell here. And thinking back, looking at it and how it would work, you're fairly sure it could decimate anywhere from 60 to 80% of the population of Darktoe in a minute.
In very
in a range. I'm going to give you more as you're going to get this.
Yeah.
So you can explain how you want to. Released, this would encompass the entire island.
If both of them are released, it'll encompass the entire island, or just
both would encompass the entire island. One, if there are ideas of destruction of Darktoe, one could take care of the docks and all the way up to where the main festival center is, I think. And it would destroy buildings and pummel or melt people. It would produce acid rain, hail the size of baseballs, wrecking buildings, and ultimately freezing people. Even potentially winds strong enough, like tornado level, over the entire island.
Oh damn!
You've heard of druids being able to summon this type of magic.
Yeah.
So it's legendary in the sense that it's given most druids, they never use it. But it's like an ability that may have been used in a war against the betrayers in order to do that. I will say, game-wise, this is still a vengeance. So a little bit more of a buffed version.
As we're making our way like up towards Talon, if we're all going, or if Tholas just grabbing. I'm gonna explain. So the spheres, that didn't make sense to me. I think that's some sort of new magic tech. There's one person I heard of loosely who could do stuff like that, but that's not them. The magic in there, it's powerful, ancient stuff. Druids don't like usually do. If both of them are used, it could cover Dark Toe, or the whole, all Dark Toe, or one release could cover from, I believe, I got math real quick, from about the docks to where the festival is.
If one was triggered somehow, and there was a time delay, do you think that we could throw one of them inside that nifty door that you have?
I mean, we'd have to get it to the door. Or I could make a new door. It's a minute to make the door. So if I have that enough time to do it, I could create it, and then we could throw an orb in. But I don't know. Maybe.
It's just something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we are going to try to get the people that seem to be that the group of 2, I think it was, or whoever was dumping the bodies.
Everyone's good with it. Well, is any other character wanting to chime in here? Go ahead.
I mean, Mao said something, or what seemed like for it, and then no one said anything. So we're all
yeah.
Warn guys to batten down, to be prepared for this.
And do I feel like, after hearing what this magic could do, Matt, do I feel like probably the safest place for a lot of people would probably be the temple, the magic temple I created?
Yeah, that's probably one of the, if on Dark Toe itself, probably. Though even your temple can be destroyed.
Right. No, I know.
Wasn't
actually,
there?
I did upgrade it. Well, yeah, but I did upgrade it for like per whatever supplement there was that that it. I don't think it can be destroyed except with like a few disintegrates, like 2 of them actually, or something like that.
Okay, so yeah.
I'd have to look into it, but yeah, I upgraded
probably
it.
your temple, though not everyone will fit, but yeah.
Right, no, definitely it's not that big. Okay, well, we would have to find okay.
Did I get a clear view of the 2 that killed the seedling?
No, not their faces.
Okay, I cast sending again, and I try to reach out to Arista, my assistant at the temple, and I say, "You are a capable girl. You are a capable girl. I need you to find an excuse to get as many people of Dark Toe as you can in the temple and in the crypt. Try not to cause a panic."
There's a choking noise as she spits out whatever she was drinking.
Yep.
And a pause. A breath. Yes. Yes. I need to not panic, but then yes.
Oh, man. Well, I think as a group, have we decided we'll table that's where we want to go? It's where they're dumping the bodies. Okay,
That's fine.
Okay. So a few things. It will take Really short. It really simply will take an action for this to activate.
Mhm.
And the other information is I'm able to get. And share is once made, it would be extremely difficult to dispel logistically.
Okay.
Because the spell effect itself would be several thousand of feet above Darktoe. So to get to it to dispel it would be very difficult.
Okay.
All right.
But just kind of, you all did really great with your investigations, and you basically are getting all information.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's kind of you've done that piece. Yeah. So it's really about what is your intent to I think I want to know what's your intent here, and then we can kind of go through. So if your intent, sounds your intent is to be where the bodies were dumped.
Yeah, around there, because I think what we want to do is get whatever artifact they have as soon as possible. Being the two of them, kind of.
They didn't have an artifact.
Oh, they didn't have one on them. They
just saw the artifact, and so they killed these two.
Right.
And,
so that was the last place it was spotted. Would it be around there, or we're not entirely sure? Like,
yeah.
Do we really have orientation on where the thing should be?
You have a feeling it's going towards the center of where the main stage is and where the main events and everything is. That's where they felt like they were headed. And you also know that from the forest, I'll say this because I just want you, I don't, the other one, you kind of feel that they're probably headed towards some of the rocky mountaintops that overlook all of Darktoe, the other team. And they're approaching from the forest direction. Because if they can get there, they can do this spell just as well.
Right. Well, I already sent my dad to hopefully intercept the ones coming from the forest, so we can either double up on that effort or try to split and
save the people.
I think taking care of the people is the best option.
Let's go. So yeah, I think try to get as close to the center to intercept.
Okay. Sounds like this one. So then what I'm going to give you the skinny on then is think about Royden's group. And I think you can be thinking of the characters to make for that group.
Okay. Cool.
And I think I'd like to call that level 9.
Okay.
Team, if there are no objections.
Could I make someone that isn't Royden and you could use Royden as an NPC? Is that okay? Since he's like already level 14?
Yes.
Okay.
Could be more of a commander. And what I would do is I'd say Roy, as opposed to kind of messing a lot with that, like he'll be there. But I think you'll have a buff because of Royden.
Okay.
And if they TPK, he dies. But there's a buff because he's there. That way, it just makes it similar.
No, yeah, for sure.
For things like that. But I think that'll be kind of this first kind of exploration into this. I think I want you to feel like you have tools to get jobs done, but not for sure. I think level 9 is good for that. But yeah. Again, putting that to y'all. That sound good? Good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yeah.
Very cool. So you would be the people Royden gathers. So you could be some heroic drunks. You can kind of have fun with that. And I encourage you to do so, even though there is a seriousness you'll be doing, but there is a room for fun. Okay, so I know it's sort of a hard deal, but it's still
no. This is perfect. This is exactly where my other character comes in. Stalking the drunk dad for sure. I love it. How else would you get closest to his daughter?
All right, perfect. So, all right, then we will start with your main force here in the town. Okay. All right. And Tajal grabs, and I think we're taking Talon as well. What I want. As strange as it seems, we go from this bloody mess to the alleyway. Close by, you see the Gaiusborn, roses sprouting from thorny arms, but withered already as they begin to decompose into the island, along with a young man. Both looking like they spent all their silver on the fun and just were clumsy at the wrong moment. From this alley, you look out into the vast throng of the celebration. Any movement would be pushing through people, meaning that it is slow for the ones you pursue and will be slow movement for you. What's your plan?
Can we see them?
Okay. From the alley, one person may make this with advantage.
Yeah.
I
Perception,
always
right?
get perception with advantage, so
So like going like all of you trying to get a good sight here.
Natural 20 for 30.
yeah,
For
there you
30.
go.
That for 30 was the key. Because this is
I
going
don't
to go
think someone can beat you
lower
on
each
that.
time as you went through. But I would not have accepted natural 20 for this. I needed the 30. So here we go. You look through. And this is Caldrum. And you tell me, I feel like Caldrum looks through his gun.
100%.
Yeah. Like that's how he knows to look for things. And under this magnification, you spot just the bit of bloodstain fresh that would lead you to believe that these are the people. Now, given the circumstances here, ranged weapons in this, unless you're doing something specific, have a really high likelihood of fatalities of others. It's just crazy and all this type of stuff. So that's going to be your problem, or something you have to think through. But you feel at this point they're going to be 60 feet away from your current position. For the purposes of this, they basically move 5 feet a turn, and all of you can move 5 feet a turn. Because it's just the throng of people trying to push through a crowd.
So I give the cardinal directions. Steven's asking if he can jump in. He just got home.
Of course he
Of course he
can.
can!
The fuck, guy? Come on.
No, tell him he has to stretch and crawl in like a cat.
Yeah.
So I give the exact location of where they are. How would my sharpshooter come into play, even in the throng of people, since it lets me ignore all but total cover?
So I kind of count this as total.
Okay.
for the purpose because what I'll give you this option. Here's this option. Any you wouldn't get any penalties like everyone else might. However, just like everyone else, an innocent will be damaged if you fire. At least you can make that decision to kill an innocent life.
Okay.
You're allowed to make that decision in this.
And by the way, that'll be nice and loud in this crowd. It'll be real fucking obvious.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though: you don't know who has it, so you better hope you can get them all. So just there's risks, there's everything, and I get because of this type of thing. If this is, feel free to X as I'm describing some of this encounter. I want to say right ahead, this is stuff, but you just let me know, and I will shift.
I
All right.
know exactly what
Steven,
I want to do.
where do you know anything?
Not usually.
I mean, that was going to be my answer. I'm like, he doesn't normally. So
I just want, because I want you in this. You're here.
Yes,
So
Matthew,
Thank you for having me.
of course.
Matthew.
just a second. Yes, Art Department. Okay. So bottom line, could be is they have spells that could kill the majority of Darktow. It takes one action for them to do it. They have killed several people, mostly violently. This is one group that you're after. The other group is elsewhere.
Make a level 9 character.
That too.
Be drunk if you wanna.
But not for this right here. And you will you just teleported everybody to where they are.
Okay.
Basic is what we had you do. Also, for your character's benefit, these people have killed a portion of your spy network.
Oh, I don't like them already.
Yeah.
We watched them kill a seedling also.
yes, I was
Oh.
going to say they also killed
The
a
big, like, kick the dog moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
redemption. Got it.
No,
So,
no, no.
The big
I look-
issue is that they have the feel of suicide bombers, I'll say, and it's the sense of if they feel like they'll take what they can get with this device they have. So if they're alerted and they get a turn, bad crap.
Do we know if that device itself is magical?
It is magical.
Okay.
So
It's a 9th level spell, and we've determined that once it goes off, it actually rests around 5,000 feet in the air, so very hard to get rid of.
Oh, like a halo kind of thing?
Yeah,
Hmm.
very, very much like that. It is a wicked design that 5e did with the spell, and it's meant to be that way. It's meant to be a very nasty thing. So yeah.
so Carljum, do you say how many people you see?
I saw 2 or
3.
is it 3? So 3, and I give you like the cardinal directions exactly of where they are and the direction they're walking to.
I can make a quick dash unimpeded through all these people, and I will have one chance to see if I can hold the majority of them with the spell and paralyze them. But I might only get that one chance. Does anyone have anything that they could possibly use for assistance, or does that sound the best? It's the best thing I can think of.
Well,
I can take
I
myself
can make
to
you
the ethereal plane.
visible or quiet the area for a while. I can make it quiet.
Maybe making it quiet on them could help, but I can go to the ethereal plane and be unimpeded and basically not noticeable on the material plane to get right in front of them. And then as soon as
if I shoot in this crowd, somebody else is going to die.
I can make myself or someone else a bird.
Zane Lord, can you, if you get near that device, can you counter it or cancel it in some way?
If I get close enough,
I can get you close enough if you can do it.
I can try to dispel it. Yeah.
All right. Mal will throw down the fly and let it grow up into normal size.
Okay.
Zaynlor, how about you go from above? I will try to stay on the ground and maybe together we act.
Okay. Okay.
Is there
Sounds
a
good.
guard within earshot by chance?
I mean, there's guards. Yeah, earshot is going to be hard because of
Okay.
the noise and crowd, unless
Okay.
you did some type of telepathic thing.
All right.
Hey,
Well, once
Calder?
I get on the fly, it'll be real fucking obvious.
Yeah, so there's some stuff. Again, if it's obvious there, it could be obvious the other way around too. But
Hey, Caldrum, I had a question. Does your round make a noise when it impacts, or what if I just quiet us and you just shoot from a quiet place?
It'll still. People are packed too closely together. Even if we quiet it, somebody else
We'll notice.
will fall.
Mm.
And I'd rather not be killing the citizens of Dark Toe
No,
on
I
the
got
day
it.
of my return.
I'm with you.
Is there any way me and or Jajal could use our extra quick, speedy movement to try to dart through to maybe get a little bit closer?
Or teleport closer.
so
anybody
what I'll
has a
say
teleport?
is trying to dash through will be some checks for notice. And so the biggest thing here is going to be that.
I can bring one
So in other words, there's a lot of ways you're going to be able to go about this.
Right.
It's just that's what I think. There's a lot of things you can do. So
No.
it sounds like the way you're going though would probably be an initiative based way. Is kind of
Yeah, that might be the best. But I just, everyone at least to know what I'm trying to do with Dola. Dola is basically looking to cast etherealness on herself, run through the crowd unimpeded, right? She wouldn't have to make any checks or anything at all. And then as she gets close to them, she would drop that, or right away cast hold person on all of them to try to paralyze them, giving a chance to take them out, or whatever we have to do to.
I can also bring one person with me invisible as I bring the cloak up.
Just to be clear, how many people does hold person affect?
I would use it to a power level that would affect as many as I can.
cool. So I would say once all of you are happy with your options and what you might do, we can go ahead and roll the initiative. And that, because I want to get them I want to make it as fair as I can to get them in the initiative order.
For
So
sure.
if there's a notice, if they've noticed, then whatever, however that works. So
Okay.
it's not arbitrary, it's not a reaction or anything like that.
So clarification, Thola's gonna run through with etherealness. Am I getting on this fly thing to go above and do something? Okay. And try to dispel.
Dispel,
Storm.
yeah, there.
Whatever that
Right.
looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
Just for background, Mal has no concept of magic. He just thinks this is all wiggly finger shit. So if you're the guy that can stop that, get on the damn fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say with teleport is there's no real unoccupied space to teleport to.
Well, I was thinking more Misty Step, but not like
They
the full
still need
teleport
an
again.
unoccupied space.
In occupied space. Now you could go above in the air and fall, but I'm saying to land on the ground, there's not that type of, because of the crowd mechanic here. The crowd's going to impede that a little bit.
So me and Jajal definitely could get teleported above because he's a cat, he'll be fine, and I'm a monk.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Maybe not the cat
So
thing.
so it sounds like what you might choose to do probably is going to be made an initiative.
Yeah.
If you do first, you might hold your action, and if not, you might do something else. Is that what is about right?
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Thola, do you have raries up by any chance, like available by any chance?
I do have it available. I would much rather do it as a
Of course we'd much rather
a
do the
ritual if I could have done that earlier. But
I definitely don't have a minute to do something. Do I?
if well, I'll say this. I mean, Jalen, if you want to make an argument, you can, but it feels like you did a ritual that was 10 to 11 minutes with Scry.
yeah, I mean, I was concentrating. I mean, the scry doesn't take 10 minutes, right? But I was definitely concentrating on that most of the time, right? And didn't take the extra 10 minutes to do it. At least I don't think. But God, it's like, do I want it? I mean, I would say that this is probably the most. If I do it, this would be by far the most spells I've ever done in
Okay.
the first hour.
So to be clear, sorry, the casting time is 10 minutes.
Oh, is it 10 minutes? Okay.
And then the duration's 10 minutes after.
Oh, okay. All right. That was good.
So in other words, you've spent some time. So to do the Rories as a bot, I feel like, again, you can make an argument, but it seems like maybe a lot.
No, definitely. I mean, I honestly agree with you. So,
okay.
But
in this moment, before we click initiative officially, if you would like to cast it, you may.
Sure, I will cast it.
Could I also real quick cast Fortune's Favor on myself?
I think you could have done that before and
like
feeling like you were going into a bad situation, because that's a minute while everything was going on. I think that's I'm good with that.
Okay, cool.
Anything else? I like to make it as fair. Okay. And then we will go to here. Everyone roll for initiative.
I'm using inspiration for advantage on it.
God damn. Jesus Christ.
Okay. 18.
Anybody that would like to roll again, you may.
Of course.
Oh my God.
He rolled 11 and it was faded. He stayed at exactly 11.
All right. I got Zaynlar at 18, New Simon at 17, Kaljum at 32, Jajal at 11, Thola at 16, Mount 25. Are you opting out of Talon then?
I should totally roll. Yeah, I should. Yeah, if I'm playing both, let's do both. Fuck it.
Yeah, he's definitely here.
Even better. 31.
Oh shit!
Only one behind me, jeez.
Okay. Yeah, I just I want to make sure everything is good. Yeah. All right. Okay. That's the rough thing, and obviously Algebra hasn't put in everyone. Otherwise, it'd be very unclear who your targets are. As it is, your targets are the ones with the green bases. And interesting enough, you were by the fountain that was rumored to cause people to turn to animals back during the Siege of Darktoe.
So, well, like, if I jumped in, would I turn human?
People haven't turned into an animal for a long time.
Would I turn human, he says, if I jump in?
No, man, you get more animal. Yeah.
Double cat ears.
And I gotta get a stand-in for Talon because we're actually playing with Mal. Here's my
Right.
Talon for today.
That's fine.
I put your jaw
Okay,
back on
so
there.
Caldrum,
Here you go.
your top of initiative.
Okay, I'm gonna get weird with it, Matt, and you let me know if this is gonna do anything. With create and destroy water, you can make it like rain. Do I know if that would cause people to try to like get undercover, like try to get out of the rain?
Ooh.
To try to, because these people are heading in a direction like with determination, so they're not going to alter course. But other people that are just enjoying the festival would, I would assume, would try to get out of the rain.
Yes. They're going to get some checks to determine if this is a natural or whatever occurrence, right? But that would likely work. That Your thinking is sound.
Cool. So, I will do that. And what I'm doing is I'm doing it in the 30-foot cube, in a 30-foot cube between us and them, so to try and make it easier travel for my guys to get to them. So it's not even raining on them. They're focused, walking
Gotcha.
in a direction, and I'm doing it behind them to try to make space for my guys that are trying to catch up to them.
Okay, so it's 60 feet between. Do you do it more immediately?
Yeah, more
middle,
immediately,
or
yeah.
at the end?
I'm trying to get it so far, like the first 30 feet that we're trying to travel is the cube I'm trying to affect.
Okay.
So that way my team only has to figure it out for the last 30 feet once, and less likely for them to even notice because they're focused on their task traveling in the opposite direction.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to put it. I would think because basically there's 10 people in this initiative order. I would put it after Simon, who's essentially the 5th person, as when the opening makes, because
Sure.
of them getting wet and then acting. Does that sound right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Because people would be like, "Oh shit," and then start making their way out of like trying to get out of it.
Sounds good.
So that is my action. Do I have any useful bonus actions? Not. I guess I'll like if there's a place that I could hide, I will try to hide.
I mean, you're in the alley.
So yeah, so I will bonus action hide for a 34.
Yeah, you get down very close to the sapling body.
That's what I got.
Hey, it's good, Talon.
Talon glitches for a hot minute, just temporarily. It twitches, reaches out his hand. They're within 100 feet of us, right?
They are.
And how close are they together? Like real close together? Like within maybe, I don't know, 10, 20 feet maybe?
They're within 15. They're staying close.
I'm going to drop a force cage on them.
Okay.
That's a shot 21. No, shot 21 save. Actually,
well, it just puts the cage around
Well,
them.
it's
cage on them
your
and they-
gears.
yeah, and
And
if
Get
they
out,
wanna leave-
teleport out. It's a charisma.
Yeah. So Talon's going to try to reach out and drop a force cage on them and keep them right fucking here.
Interesting.
Magic
You
can't get out
will
of that.
be trapping some civilians in there.
Probably. Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm specifically looking at spells here because it's going to matter.
You're doing the box, I'm assuming, so that way they can't shoot magic out at us.
Yes, fully contained.
10 feet on a side, which means you could only get 2.
Is it clear who either...
Or
Is it
no,
clear-
not the way, because I'm going to give art department whatever she did is
Yep.
going to be the way it works. So the way she's put them in, then you can get all 3. You will be trapping. Wait, how's that?
It'd be
Just
us
put it
civilian if
aside.
it's just the 4x4
Here's my force
or a
cage.
2x2.
It would.
This is what we generally use for force cage, Matt.
Yeah.
It is a 10 circle, 10-foot radius,
Yeah, so it'd be one other.
not in a 10-foot radius.
It's a 10-foot cube, so it would be one other.
Here,
Yeah,
you
there'd be
pirates can come in.
there would be a
Yep.
civilian in there with them.
A bystander? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
A person.
Don't worry, it's only a pirate.
That's everybody on this island. That doesn't.
It's a
clarify
child.
anything.
That's not true. All the vendors are not.
Oh,
pirates.
that's true. That's fair.
Talon hasn't been here very long.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Helen's
yeah,
got no
this
clue
is
who
good.
that
This is what characters are doing. I'm all about it.
Look, the pirate has a damn good hand.
Just to be clear with this, with force cage, nothing goes in or out,
No
and
spells.
you can't drop it.
For an hour.
Right? It's just simply there.
We know that. The y'all personally.
I don't know if Will. That's I'm just sort of.
Yeah, that was my problem with etherealness because I was like, damn, I can't drop etherealness for 8 hours. I was like, I can't do that.
If things can't get in or out, so I guess from Talon's perspective, we don't know how this particular orb works exactly. It shouldn't be able to get out, but we can't guarantee that. If it can in some way get out, then maybe they're protected from it. I don't know. Like it's all dicey. No pun intended this time.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So you're doing the box.
Dropping the force cage. Yep.
You got it. Done.
Don't be a
Burn
coward.
and
Intend your puns, man.
Fine.
All I'm saying,
Yeah.
Matt, is if any group understands Force Cage, it's this group because of Jajal.
Okay.
Well, Talon wasn't there, but yeah. Anyway, all right. Next is Mal.
Mal will. So we already tossed out the fly. Is the fly materializing yet?
Yes, you got the fly.
Okay. Grabbing Zane Lore and dragging him onto the fly, and we take off.
Okay. So, Bob, what's the
Very easy to do.
fly speed?
The fly's fly is 60, I think.
Okay, so you can get right above.
Yep. And Mal, being a little confused by the force cage, is just going to kind of hang out there for a minute because obviously.
Yeah, I would say the force cage isn't obvious. It's an invisible wall, so.
Okay. What does it look like from his perspective?
Right now, you just see them there.
Just kind of hanging out there?
Yeah, because they haven't had their turn to move, so it's because this is all happening at the same moment. So like you fly as Talon's casting, so nothing is quite, it's there, but no one has a time for it to affect anything.
All right. Let's see. That's stupid. All right. Mal's gonna stay put and just wait for Zane Lore to react and say, "Be ready, anytime. You be ready."
Okay. Zane Lore, I'm gonna say, what's your passive arcana?
Passive Arcana.
So
that'll
10
just
plus
be
whatever the bonus
10
is.
plus. Oh, so then that'll be 26.
Okay. You are aware Force Cage has been cast.
Okay. I'm gonna say I can't do anything yet. That thing's a thing. The thing is a thing. Charisma is the dump stat. Technically no. How far? Because plans changed. There's no open enough space for someone to get teleported in just yet. Is that happening after Simon's turn? As we kind of said, because I'm planning on
right.
After my turn is when the people in front of us will disperse.
Okay, so
right. And not near them because of where we put it. So because it's a cube, there's technically space above them to teleport in.
Perfect.
There's a charisma save to do so.
Oh no, I'm not teleporting in.
State,
I'm not teleporting in.
Okay.
I'm teleporting someone over here.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
So technically, you could land them on the cube also.
Yes,
that's on top of the cube. Invisa platform.
As Wizard, I'm going to vortex warp Talon on top of the force cage.
Rude.
Because it's 90-foot reach just to get over here. Yes. So Talon's. Everyone still at the alleyway is just gonna see just a dodecahedron appear around Talon, kind of shrink and disappear, and then Talon's just on top of the force cage.
Everyone has horrible flashbacks because of dodecahedrons.
Dunamis. And I was gonna say, hi, sorry, didn't warn you. Good job with the thing. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. I'll say this because anyone else can double check this force cage thing. It sounds to me that there's nothing that would prevent a spell from being cast from inside to the outside or vice versa. And actually, that would go with what you're trying to do, Zanelor. So you might still be able to do your thing or try it, is what I'm saying.
Blocks any spell cast into or out of the area.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find, because that's what I didn't see.
Third paragraph, last sentence.
There we go, because it's the box that does it. That's what I was saying. So I've been saying any
Yeah, if it was
matter,
the cage, you could.
Any matter.
Passing through it and blocking
any spells cast into it or out from. Thank you. That's what I was looking for that. Thank you. Continue. Okay, so that happened then. We're good. And Simon.
So then wouldn't they technically run out of oxygen with all of them in there?
I wish.
We're gonna.
I mean, so
okay, if we want a retroactive you suffocating in that,
right.
I was the only one in there at the
time.
I was just.
There is a civilian in the force cage too, though. My guess is they'll suffocate first.
All right.
Yeah, because they're not as hardy.
All right. So it's Simon's turn. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, at this point, like, we might as well just set some up to fucking babysit them and try to find the other group. But yeah,
they could still teleport or extraplanar travel if they get the right roll. So it's not like we're completely locked down. We're just mostly locked down. I mean, we could all just jump to the next spot and fight them there, but that's no fun.
Right.
Okay, so nothing can go in or out of the force cage unless I want to try to teleport.
Magic.
Okay. And it's a charisma save if I want to do that?
Yep.
Wait, I don't remember anything about a charisma save when I was stuck.
To teleport in or out.
Oh, I guess I didn't try that.
Well, I don't think you could teleport in or out at the time.
That time you didn't have the things.
Yeah, I don't think you had the helmet at that time. No, we couldn't because you couldn't teleport inside the pyramid.
Yeah, inside the pyramid we couldn't teleport.
Right, teleportation is disabled inside the pyramid. That's what it was.
Yeah. So, do I want to try to make that save, or do I want to just run up there?
Your call.
I will.
You could hold your action to run for once the crowd has parted. Or you can move your 5 feet and then...
Can I hold my action to use an item?
Yeah, because it's the use option. The use object.
Then I am going to...
Or action.
Yeah, I'm going to try to just move as much as I can with my 60 feet.
So that's 5 feet.
So my 60 feet goes down to 5 feet?
Unless you want to start... Well, it's up to you. If you want to push people away, you can get 10 feet.
I think he's saying, like, because everybody else's speed is 30, they would go 5. Would he be able to go 10 with 60 feet? Just because he has double...
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let you do that.
Okay, then I'll move to 10 feet.
Okay.
Take it without having to push anybody, and then I'll hold my action to activate my bracers magic effect if the force cage goes down.
Okay.
Or if they get out.
Yeah, because the cage isn't going down.
Yeah. I think cage going down would be hard to see, so I think you'd say if they move out of the force cage area.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably
I'll go
the
with
best way to do this. Okay. Sounds good.
Step by step.
check one other thing. They make their decision here because it is one of the druid's turns.
Oh, the rain comes.
Yep, the rain is there.
Did they already fucking activate?
Wait,
No, the rain was already
Okay.
No, my rain.
the
That
rain
way
from
people
them. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So in that case, they go to move forward and bump up against the cage. Look up. See the fly.
Hi.
And
Talon's ass.
Talon's
Yes.
Yeah.
up Talon's robe.
Ah!
Is
God.
Talon going commando? Are his pant legs loose enough?
He's got armor.
And they're going to cast. Yeah, they're going to immediately cast a spell
Plane shift.
around them.
Around them.
As there is kind of those of you watching the same hue of the Deadlands filling the edges of the cube.
How are these connected?
That's their action. Thola.
Oh, it's me. Yeah. There's a group. So with the rain, how dispersed does this
Yeah.
group starting to get? Is there pocket? I guess is there pockets where
There's
You
so
know.
the 30 feet in front of you is clear.
Oh,
Yeah, mother.
okay. I'll just walk up those 30 feet. And I don't want to. I don't want to do anything now because I just don't know how this is all going to shake out. I kind of want. Okay, then I will take the. Yeah, because I can still do that. Okay, so then what I will do then is I will activate my lovely black back tech to come incorporeal. Use the dash action to go over to the booth that's near them, just to kind of like. I know I look really nice and like a high priestess right now, but I kind of just want to look like a patron. So they don't expect me to like any attacks or anything to come from me. And that is it. Which is weird because I'm incorporeal. You know, just a ghostly form shopping. It's fine. You guys don't, you know.
So you're trying to so you're trying to kind of be like you're trying to play it cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to play it cool, man.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
I got this this incorporeal cloak from that one guy, eh? Oh, that's a 5.
All right. Okay. So just looking at this. All right. So yeah, they totally get what you're doing.
I'm whistling.
Yeah. Like, oh, no, like, made very obvious. Everyone's looking at her.
I start brushing like the nearby brush, like bush near me, like start pruning
Incorporeally pruning a bush.
it. Yeah, man, it's not working, but I'm trying.
Just with your fingers.
Exactly.
All right. The other one here is going to prep. And hold an action as we're immediately threaten the bystander. At this point, I did make a bystander chart for a random dice roll for this precise purpose. Okay. So, looking at this is going to be no one of particular importance, right?
Nope.
But as you look closer, seems to be a 12-year-old girl.
Oh, see, I told you it was a child. It's fucked up.
That was my 3D20 chart. Okay, so Jajal, it is your turn.
Oh man.
Oh man, oh man.
Yeah. I have no idea what to do now. I guess from here, I'll throw up my my cloak, so I'll go invisible, and then try to bonus action dash, because it's an action to bring it up, and then I'll bonus action dash through. Try to get as close as I can. If my dash,
you can get to it because of the ways cleared, and then you can dash to get.
Okay.
So.
Okay, the big fat bearded pirate in there needs to go.
Oh, Talon died.
Oh no.
Didn't even get to
Wah,
use that
wah,
that
wah.
robe one time.
Wah wah.
School, I'll take it.
A for honesty. You want some Elven Chain too?
and then I guess I'll just kind of sit and kind of react to whatever happens next.
Yeah.
So what action are you taking? Or did you put your hood up?
My hood up so that way I'm invisible
Gotcha.
when I'm there, but
Gotcha.
I don't know what
Nice.
to do.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. The next one you see, feeling all around, seeing what is happening, going to go ahead and shift in their pockets, and they take out this gray bird, and they begin moving their hands around it and casting a spell. This will bring us back up to Caldrum.
I think. Well, actually, no. That's not particularly helpful right now. I'm gonna, through Rary's, call out. What's the plan? Are we trying to get in there right now, or are we just doing a standoff until this spell wears off?
If anyone else can dispel the orb, aside from me, I can remove the force gauge. I can disintegrate it.
But we have an hour. We could just evacuate the whole place. Why wouldn't we just get everybody out of here before we do?
We could. It's an option on the table.
I'm just saying, like, I freaked out. I definitely overreacted for sure. But like,
Hey, you
we
have
have an
it now.
hour.
We got this now.
We have an hour, so like,
Was-
let's use
was-
the hour.
Was Mal in this combat or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mal, evacuation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
yeah.
just start telling people to head to Thola's temple, because I don't have a good shot and I don't want to hurt anybody. So I'm gonna just start. I know where Thola was setting up the temple, at least
Yeah.
from when that started. So that's my action. I'm gonna tell people to. I'm gonna start ushering people towards her temple.
Okay. So tell me the evacuation plan. There's temple, and
From Mal's perspective, we got a whole lot of ships in the harbor. You should absolutely be able to load up on ships and get outside the blast radius by then. It doesn't matter which crew you're from. If you can just head out until this whole thing is over, until an hour or two from now when this whole mess is resolved, so much the better. But let's be nice and polite and orderly, not step on each other. But this is going to get ugly. Oh, and somebody tell Cass, please.
amazing.
It's a pirate island. Would there have been a known signal to like evacuate to the boats in some emergency? I guess that's more a question for you and Mal combined, because I haven't been here for the last year, so I don't know if a new one was initiated or something like that.
And we just came out of wartime less than a year ago with various parts and pieces, the Concord Marquette, whatever. I'm sure we've got some kind of signaling. I mean, shit, we had like magical cannons mounted on the walls for a while. There's got to be some war discipline.
Yeah. I mean, even just bowels are very effective, and so. And I actually think, given that so much can go through, it's probably magical on that, and so it's fine. I think you giving the order, people hearing the order, seeing what's going on, there's enough that once Mal gives the order, it can begin to be disseminated. I think that's fine. And there's a plan for all of you to remain here with these heaps.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. As people begin to make that evacuation will take some time. I will say, like, an hour isn't going to be necessary enough to totally evacuate, but it does provide some protection.
Yeah, some distance, right? Within an hour, at least everybody can get away from this particular spot.
Right. Yeah, especially the orderly. And the other thing we've established is the saying, like, the island's the ship. So people being orderly is actually more likely.
Yeah.
Because of just how we've established Arcto. That they're, people go, hey, go the line. Don't step over somebody. Like, move because of everything that has been established before. So, very good. That action is happening. So then we'll take a break and come to the B team. Level 9 crew that Royden has done. So y'all get to put that out. Anyone who needs help from anybody, reach out in the Discord. If you're having trouble getting something up in the time or whatever. But other than that, we'll take our break and get back to it.
Equipment
Cool.
the 9 group.
I'm guessing it's just standard, right? 1 and 1, 3.
I'm just going to go ahead and say 1 uncommon magic item.
Cool.
1 uncommon. All right. And then do we add those to the current game as alt characters real quick? Or
You can. Yeah. All right. Here.
All the humans.
Do I have the spell components for at least one casting of each of my ones that consume a gold cost spell component?
100% done.
Okay.
Oh, that's Sola. She's paid. Look, I'm moving all the humans.
Yeah, we'll do this for now. Sorry about that. My daughter, borrowing my phone, summoned a babysitter.
Most excellent.
Except that she lied and pretended to be daddy to do it. Guess who's granted?
Clever.
Who could confuse her pitched voice with
It
Matt's?
would be a
Text.
text.
Oh, okay. They called somebody.
Yeah, no, she used a text to contact, referred, said her name. Like, her name needs this, and da-da-da-da. Concocted a story.
Bright
Now,
kid.
to be fair for the kid, she's had I said today, man, something's going to happen because she had 3 rough days in a row at school, and her pattern is after that, something happens. Just because the emotional builds up with her. And I was like, she's going to do something. And there it is.
Girl.
So part of me was like, yep, 3
That
bad
tracks.
days. This is kind of what goes on. I mean, she still has punishments, but wasn't, I wasn't. We were like, okay, let's do it. All right. Anyway, so that's what I was like. Sorry about that. And anything else with the characters that we need to quickly figure out? That makes sense. I did say, like, items that kind of make sense if you need to grab it.
That's what I'm working on right now is equipment.
Fine.
I'm literally just moving.
I know I didn't give go, but probably something like 500. Just, as far as like to make your subclass and stuff function, obviously.
I am literally just moving over your characters. I took a picture of the other board. We're good to go.
Domo.
Now that song's stuck in my head.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo.
All right.
It's not this little storyline. And for a little bit, we'll kind of start with
Here's my question. They start with 1 to hit or 2 to hit? I just got past the note. I want you. I hate you.
there you go, Simon.
Signing, come move back.
Every time my headset automatically shuts off after a certain amount of time, and
Yeah.
every time it kicks me off. It's annoying.
Yeah, if it doesn't get input, it actually says like person no longer given input and does remove. So it automatically moves you backstage. It's not an option I think I can turn off, unfortunately.
Well, it's more annoying for me because I can't figure out how to turn off the auto off feature.
Oh.
Because then I should just stay on. I can mute my headset, but if I do it for too long, then it shuts itself off. I don't know what the manual thing is, and I'm too lazy to try to find it.
All right, so I think definitely yeah, we'd do some kind of improv storytelling as we kind of make Royden's crew here. But then we'll kind of get moving. So I'm good. Everyone good?
Yep.
Yep.
Still working on equipment, but I think we can just manage.
Yep.
I don't know what my name is, but I'm ready to play.
You can be Bob.
They've got the fantasy name generator just built in. Just cycle through that a few times, find one that will work. That's what I did.
Yeah, let me say it doesn't.
Same.
I mean, that's the website I typically go to look for names anyway. So I've
Okay.
also realized that anytime I'm making any sort of elf or half elf, I try to pick a name which I can shorten, because otherwise they can be a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, quickly mid game, I went ahead and put the levels of crews to potentially have ready. And that way, as we start to go through and what things, we at least have ideas for.
Gotcha.
As we start to branch out different sessions and kind of do different stuff. So, yeah. Cool. So in that case, sitting in the entirely overcrowded bar, the Bloody Anchor, here within Dark Toe, Royden, and then most of you either envy or respect. Maybe a bit of both. Suddenly spits up the swig of wine he was drinking from a 2-gallon bottle, drops it on the ground as it shatters, chokes. And I'm going to say, I think for this, gives a look around the bar that is a call to action, and each gaze will land on one of you. What you will get to do here is explain to me what that kind of gaze or phrase or whatever is, you know, what you look like, how you react, anything you kind of want to get in there will be up to you. So anyone who'd like to can go first.
So Royden's going to look over at this, what looks like a gnomish individual, just kind of holding a tankard with both hands, face kind of buried in. He slams it down, makes eye contact. His nose kind of twitches. Yeah. Cool. Let's go. He's just this very, like, kind of nice-ish armor, as well as armor can be for someone who uses it a lot. That has seen a lot of wear and tear, a lot of blacks, a lot of like muted reds. And he's just this really shaggy, small dude, like 3.5 feet tall.
Nice.
His name is Robin.
Next.
I'll jump in. As Royden looks over across the bar, one of his old compatriots from various not so above board operations or opportunities glances back at him. A very skinny, like almost rail thin woodland elf, clearly a scout of some kind, sort of like grabs his nose and sniffs a little bit. This particular elf is known for having a drug habit, both selling and experimenting with all sorts of various swamp plants, and especially is handy with throwing knives. He's got this cold and lizard-like affectation. He speaks in a bit of a strange voice, and looks like whatever drugs he's been doing, they have definitely had some impact on him.
This is the crew. I love it.
I guess I'll go next. So, sitting actually probably pretty close to him, possibly at the same table even, is a dark-skinned half-elf with dreadlocks and some black feathers in his hair, who's just very and he's got like one of those Australian like ranger hats, kind of just dipping real low, where it's got the one side folded up and the other full brim. He's kind of got it dipped down real low, just leaning on his elbows, sipping from a big old bottle of rum. He's probably known Royden from quite a while, as he was an acolyte and fellow ranger of the island, fellow acolyte of the Raven Queen.
My Royden looking over would see someone who's probably still dancing after he spilled his drink, crashed, and the music has stopped. Done the whole full, like a vinyl record scratch, and he's still dancing as if there's music. A green humanoid, he looks kind of goblinoid-ish, but he's not like most goblins you've seen. His long ears are tied back behind his head, and he's like, "You're gone and doing the party." And he's looking over at Royden like, "Why'd you ruin the party?" And then he sees a serious look on his face. He's like, "Oh shit, this is a story. Like, I'm totally involved."
Holding a pipe, you see this kind of tan-skinned human that, with a combination of what looks like shape water and druid craft, is sprouting like little tufts of goodberry tobacco. And is packing his pipe and lighting that up. Probably helps Miraster grow his drugs. If I had to guess. Heavily armored, but you see on the armor just a combination of stars and ivy around the thing, with a mace at his hilt that looks pristine, almost like he's never used it.
All right. Then Steven.
All right, so I threw this together on a whim, but what we've got here, and what seems to be golden, but worn, and definitely with some darker metal elements and some silver showing through. He basically painted himself gold. Is a warforged individual with little bits of possibly seaweed poking out from areas we're not too sure. His name is Omalon, and he is a bard.
So he's the one that stopped playing for the Wreck and Scratch moment.
Oh right, yeah, exactly.
Loot string broke.
Yeah, it was like Royden looks at him. Ding ding ding. Yeah. I love it. Then I guess I'll do Royden for this to go a little drunkily gathers you together as people to kill. Stop. Thola. I think Marks, the priestess, we need to take care of the woods. Move as quickly as we can. I will help you. I need to try to keep a lookout. The rest of you will need to try to find these people. They carry some type of spell bomb that they can activate that will kill almost everyone on Darkdoe. You ready?
When are we ever?
Been ready.
Vic takes a big swing of his rum, plops it down. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
I lean over to Miraster and just. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Just inhale, not like lean over. Good.
As I timely blow out a bunch of smoke.
So we got a couple of drug addicts, a drug dealer, an alcoholic,
okay, no,
a bard.
Who's gonna have a great time?
Just a very sensitive nose.
And what do you have, Jalen?
Well, so my character was once 3 foot tall and just became 6 foot. So imagine the confidence that this guy has nowadays. You know, he was once a child, now he's a man.
Nice.
Oh, and he has an unbear mind, or he has a flump imaginary friend. So yeah, that's the thing.
Would we notice
Imaginary friend.
imaginary friend? Probably not.
Nope.
Robin also has a comically large great axe just strapped to his back.
At Royden's thing of saying, you know, we have to go kill some people, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on myself.
You got it.
That's hilarious.
Royden grabs a drink and someone else's drink specifically. Except puts it back down. Right.
Does anybody in this group have a particular high perception? Like passive perception?
I am
19.
yet.
Passive
22.
19.
All right.
And I have
Those who are
advantage
above 20 see a gentleman that is like he's an interestingly dressed, has a hat on, white hair that you can see coming from it underneath, and really pale skin with red eyes. He's not saying anything, but he's very intently watching Royden there. Not really with malice or anything, just observing. But that's it.
All right.
Shell out.
And goes. Moving through, Royden begins leading through alleyway by alleyway, in very good spots where one can hide, sleep off alcohol, where you know where drug deals are, all the places where people don't go, even in a crowd like this, so that you are able to move through the city at much faster than taking the main roads. Even people who've grown up their life don't know all the dark alleys and seedy places. Not even Maneros himself knew when he ruled, and you are able to travel quickly.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, Royden will look back and goes, right, we can try to get to the forest, or we can go up Way of the Nest and try to move out from the rock down the woods.
Would the rock be more obvious, perhaps, versus the tree line?
Well, they're coming from the bottom. You know, we come from up top. We meet them in the middle.
I rather prefer cover, but it's your choice.
Either way, I'm clanking all the way there.
Well, you guys are cover guys.
Well,
you guys done this before. At least you look like you've done.
I'll range ahead, perhaps.
All right. I like this
I
guy.
can go with you if you'd like.
This guy's seen some things.
Okay.
I'm gonna start walking towards the nest.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna take you with Royden. As Royden brings you, you are essentially move unimpeded due to his ranger abilities as you're moving through Dark Toe quickly. In addition, as you move forward, I'll say is the passive thing Royden's going to give you here is advantage on dex saving throws.
Solid.
And with him here, you will not be able to get surprised. Boon he provides. So, in that case, moving up the rocks to the nest. All right, so let me see how this works. So what you will require here is going to be a group athletics check. Wednesday, famous for their strength abilities.
Clearly. Woo-wee!
Oh, which check? Strength check?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Hey, that's
default
not
strength.
bad.
Yeah,
Big number.
it was a straight roll for me, so I feel pretty good about that.
That's a 27 for Robin.
God damn.
18, nice.
Yeah.
19 for me.
Okay, just a second. So we got 20. Sorry, so 27, 18, 19.
14.
25.
18.
Hey, I'm a sorcerer. What do you expect?
All right. The group 6 to give us a dirty 20.
Nice.
So dirty.
All right. So
Dirty.
move in quickly. You make extremely good time jumping between 5-foot and 10-foot passages where it used to be those captured by the planking were forced into the pseudo slave labor. Sticking up top, you go by the officially abandoned airship construction sites, and eventually up to where the forest climbs up the mountain overhead to overlook Dark Toe. And looking around, you can see that from here one can see the entire island, the ships, and very far out to sea.
Would this be like the highest point on the island or thereabouts? Or just
Yeah,
a
this
really
would be
good
this
vista?
is the highest point.
So, yeah. Never mind that.
Looking down, just at the. Do I see any rustlings in the forest or anything trying to climb up here?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, because that's what I'm good at for sure. All right. Ooh, this is not the usual. It's not bad. Rolled an 18 for an 18.
Okay, you look down as you look in the forest below, and Warding it's down, and you've run something with Royden before, and so his leadership style, has just been such that all of you are good at what you do. He expects everyone to do their job, therefore he does not give orders once the instructions and the objectives are clear. And for the purpose of this, you essentially know just about what your other characters knew about how this works. Now, looking down, there is about 15 feet of where it is thin as far as the vegetation, and then it goes into thicker forest. And with the 18, I'm going to say that there is a sound of, like, it's a fairly clear windless day here, but there's a sound of leaves rustling, and the rustle is getting closer.
Mirester will wink a little bit, start sliding towards the rustling leaves, just kind of finding his own little soft track in there, and then visibly take one of his many very sharp little darts, dip it into a little poison pouch, and get it ready to go.
Sounds good.
What should we do? He would, point that out and be prepared. I think they might be coming from right there. And he wants to prepare, as he kind of like gets out a little like medallion, and he starts like just swinging it in there, trying to prepare a spell if he sees someone come out of that forest part.
All right. So it just sounds like there's a real effort at stealth here, correct?
I am absolutely stealthing, and again, wood elf light cover is usually enough. So
Okay.
I'm trying to be as smooth as possible, fading into the green.
Gotcha.
Same.
All right. In that case, let's go ahead and get a group stealth check.
I will take an inspiration.
Before we do that, can I cast Pass Without a Trace?
Absolutely, that is something that can
Oh,
be
hell yeah.
done.
I will take an inspiration, but I will not use it.
So with Pass Without a Trace, I got a nat 20, so that's 33. And I'm going to hide behind a rock and go into my hybrid transformation. Yeah, I'm not going to say what I am until I pop out.
I love it.
So
You just said hybrid transformation. We know what you are.
No, but what the form is.
Well, yeah, he left, he hid, and then he transformed. We don't know, okay?
Yeah, y'all don't know.
But we've worked together. We do know.
Oh, you're right. I'm a bear.
So 33.
22 for me with the Pass Without Trace.
Same. I also got a 22.
39.
39.
Yeah.
That's both of us.
Invisible.
And then I think just Jajal, or sorry, Omalan.
Home alone. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he went to the bathroom.
Of course he did.
Omalan's in the corner. 1 sec.
Oh, he got a 18
Okay.
because he has
Okay.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
It's in
18
the-
with the
Yeah.
Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, perfect.
Daddy.
All right. So moving up upon the branches of the trees here are skulking carefully. You see 3 Black Panther-like shapes. moving with large tentacle-like appendages coming from their backs.
Oh hell!
Going from tree branch to tree branch, unbeknownst to you. What would you like to do?
So we
I
don't
believe-
see those. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. As well, Jonathan. So we do see them coming out of this forest bit.
You see them
Okay.
Oh, okay.
in the trees.
Okay, so then as they get closer to us, I was holding my spell for my medallion was I wanted to get a 30-foot cube of as many as I can, get them together with my medallion out, waving side to side. I'm trying to get them into a state of calm and limbo as I cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
As colors and the atmosphere starts to twist and run.
When did Brutus get out and start breeding?
Right. Gotta keep the dog on a leash, man.
Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do then is give me the initiative.
Yep.
Let me see here. I got Vikovar 23, Glenn 8, Robin 19, Miraster 5, Omalan 19.
Bump mine to 12. I'm gonna burn one of my superior dice.
Got it.
So just a 12.
And Shin at 13.
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So in this, I'm gonna say this is like the surprise to all the things like hell or whatever will happen. They're surprised at this point, unaware of you. So Vic, you can resolve first. Actually, is there anything you want to do?
Vic could come back.
Sing the rest.
Ryan, you know that?
Oh, sorry.
Forgot your guy's name.
Yeah. Well, I was making one here for it real quick. So I am just gonna go ahead and shoot at one of them. So let's see here. I get something on the first turn here, I think.
What are you? A Gloomstalker?
Yeah.
So you get an extra attack on your first turn.
Oh yeah.
And that attack deals an extra d8 and all force damage.
Okay. So yeah, I'll have 3 attacks at it. But first one is advantage because we're hidden.
Yes.
Okay. It's a 31 to hit.
She actually would have a. It would be a straight roll, actually.
Yeah, because of the shimmering around it.
Oh, okay. I will reroll just the one then. Okay. So that's just a 30 to hit then.
Okay. That's.
Just.
Right. And how much? What's the extra damage
So it's
on
an
that
extra-
first one?
Well, no, it's
One
technically
additional-
your third attack would get that extra
Okay.
d8. And it's weapon damage, not force damage. I was confusing the
Yeah.
horizon.
Okay. So that is 5 plus 6, so 11. And I forgot to do it the first time. So I'm going to call Sharpshooter on my second and third attacks. And these are going to be at disadvantage, correct? Or
No, because you hit it, so it goes down.
Okay.
Once you hit it.
Right, so now you're at advantage again.
Oh, sweet. So 30 minus 5, 25 to hit.
Yep, hits.
For 22 damage
Nice.
on the second to hit. And my third attack, Sharpshooter as well, was 24 minus 5, 19 to hit.
Hits.
For only 18.
Okay.
And
Did you
then-
do your sneak attack one of those?
No, I did not. Because I forgot I had that.
So
advantage.
third attack.
So an extra 11.
Okay.
Oh,
Bloom
and
Stalkers
the
are
last
back at
one,
D8.
another 3. So I forgot the extra D8.
Bloom Stalkers.
There you go. All right. So you're 65 damage.
And then bonus action hide.
There you go.
That's a bad roll of 29.
This is a skulky crew.
And then there's Glenn.
And that
Hey, man,
will be
Island
it.
plus 3.
Okay. So I am doing the modified, or the actual, I should say, surprise things here. So this piece is no longer considered surprise because it'd be its turn. And Omalan, it is your turn.
Oh, I was muted. Run that by me again. The people with the little green under them, we could see them all?
They're actually look like displacer beasts, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
And one
They're
of them
druids.
is not displacing right now because he got hit. The other two are sort of doing it, right?
Yeah.
Correct. One of them is also now aware of us.
Right. The one that is not shimmery.
Correct.
Right.
Because you're only surprised until the end of your first turn.
But I could see all 3 of them?
Correct.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well. Ooh, this is new. I haven't done this before. Okay. So I think what would be a good idea is be time for a song. Pondering for a moment, pulls out this flute from a little chamber under his thoracic cavity. You would think it'd be a lung. I don't know, kind of pops out. Like the RoboCop gun, it's just his thigh opens up and just pulls it out. Anyway, flute comes out and sparkles a little bit as he brings it up to his mouth and starts playing. What it does is the Klee lute. I guess I'm gonna just lay down a wall of fire on those guys.
Well, the fire right through this displacer craziness. All right.
Wall appears. Each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 5d8 fire damage or have a smash.
What is your DC?
That's a good question. Jeez, how do I find that again?
It's under spells.
Top of the spell sheet.
Spell
top.
save.
Okay, you usually don't cast spells with zero, so we'll give you this.
They're like not saves. They're just like
Yeah.
that's fair. 16.
So what is it? There you go.
16. Very cool. Roll your damage.
Okay, 5d8. 26.
Okay. So the first one, as the wall goes up,
Solid
looks
damage.
down and leaps over the wall entirely, avoiding all the fire for 0 damage.
Nice.
This one's a baby.
The
Like,
next
Quick.
I'm my big
one
guy.
does the same thing, rolling, avoiding entirely for 0 damage.
Can they if the two are still surprised?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not an activated ability. It's simply always on.
Gotcha.
So it's not like activate as a reaction or anything like that, like Uncanny Dodge would be. But I think that's how the character ones are too.
And who hasn't gone next, or would I know?
And the next one does. So all three completely avoid the fire.
Oh, so nothing happened. But it creates a wall, though, right? So they
right.
jump.
So there's a wall behind them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So since you did it through them, they basically choose a side because they've avoided the fire entirely.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I cut off their escape. Who do I think is the slowest here?
Escape is not his plan.
Probably whoever's the shortest.
Of our team here. No, like on our side.
Us?
Our party, yeah.
The Nomi dude, maybe? I don't know.
The slowest?
Are you saying like
Yeah.
movement speed?
Yeah,
that's what
like
I'm thinking.
I've got 30.
I have 50.
Oh,
35.
come on.
Yeah, the lowest speed here is 30.
I think at this point I would then with my bonus action I'm gonna look at Shin and start playing the flute a little bit more, but on a different tune, and give you some bardic inspiration.
Cool. Is that a D8 nowadays?
It is a D8, yes.
All right. Is there anything special about this bardic inspiration?
I have no idea, man.
What's
I
that class for
literally
you?
did it 10 minutes ago.
What's
I
up
don't know.
class for you?
Swords? Pointy things?
Okay. No. Regular.
For the record, there's way too many options.
Yeah, that's full spellcasters for you.
Okay, next is Robin.
Cool. So are they on our side of the wall?
Yeah, you can see them. I think.
Cool.
That'd be up to. Is that what you want? You want it behind them?
Yeah, because they don't get damaged by it, so you want it behind them so we can see them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cool. So they're outlined by this fire. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
In the back of them.
So, Robin, as you guys know, is a bear, so the bear is going to sprint up to them. Bonus action, break claws across, activate a crimson right of the flame. I take 5. Okay. But now my claws are on fire. And I am just going to lay into the first one I get up to.
Okay. You run up. It's up to you. Do you want one of the ones that hasn't been attacked yet, or the one that has?
I'll take the one that has been attacked, so it's displaces kind of wonky.
Yep.
First
Alright.
one is a
You were hidden, so you would have advantage.
cool. Yep, nope. 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Yay! And then the second one is 26.
That will hit as well.
So this is going to be 11 slashing, 5 fire from the first one. And then lower. It's going to be 9 slashing and 1 fire.
Okay, so that's 10. Perfect. Okay. You see the fur melt away as a kind of bark-skinned individual. You see runes carved into their flesh. This woman stares at you. In her hand is a glowing orb of storms.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck. That'll be my turn.
All right.
Which is the one that had it?
The lady in the middle, the one in the middle that he's attacking.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Shin.
All right, so I like get up next to that tree that I'm by, and I'm like peeking. I think I can do this. And I I can do this right. And so he's still waving that thing as he has been, and he gets this cube in front of the bear friend that he sees to have the pattern of colors swirling around, trying to incapacitate with hypnotic pattern here.
Okay.
It's going to be wisdom 18.
I think you can just avoid your friend.
All right.
All right. So wisdom 18. We're going to start with the one carrying the thing. 16. And then 3 and an 18.
Silvery barbs. Oh, if you're close enough. I think you are.
I think you would be. Yeah, 7.
All right.
All right. So in a moment, all 3 are incapacitated.
Yeah. Well, that's my turn. And I'm like, I give a thumbs up, and I'm like, grab the thing. Grab the thing right now.
All right, that's a charm. Let me double check their conditions here. Okay, perfect. All right, so, all right. In that case, do they get a save at the end of their turn?
No, they get no.
They just get out of it if we damage them.
Yeah,
right. If
perfect.
they damage them or someone gets them,
Just double checking.
take
Perfect.
them
Miraster.
Oh man, distance to the one with the orb is what, about 20, 25 feet of movement, roughly?
Looks about right.
And having probably seen this spell once or twice before, the person looks a little dazed, right?
Totally.
Does it seem like I could pull the object out of their hand without them fighting me too much? Like, are they that kind of dazed, or is it like
They're
not entirely sure?
totally incapacitated.
Yeah.
Totally incapacitated. All right, I'm gonna close the distance.
Charmed.
With 35 feet of movement, I will close the distance. So if that costs me 25, I would like to spend my action politely taking the orb away and walking the hell back. Thank you very much. Very kind of you.
Can you do like a Heisman pose with it? Like
On the way out when I'm safe, maybe. By the way, I've still got the poison dart in the other hand just in case something changes. And if possible, I like to cross in front of the tree so I can get a little extra cover on the way out. Because trees.
Yeah, I think so. I do believe a strength save is still possible in incapacitated, from what I can tell.
But not with the spell. The spell, it says each creature in this area who sees the spell must make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed, because they're charmed, and then by being charmed, they are incapacitated and have a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Right.
So,
but they can still hold on to something.
So can I, sleight of hand, lift it?
Yes.
I will do that. And I will burn an inspiration to get the advantage on that sucker, because this is important. And that's going to be a 26.
Yeah, absolutely. You just kind of use it out where they don't even realize you're taking it.
Helpful skills beyond pocketing drugs.
It's a pretty
so to be specific, so Jalen, if you were taking it, he wouldn't resist, or she wouldn't resist, because she's friendly
because they're
towards
charmed
you.
by me. Got it.
Right, not friendly towards everyone around it.
Makes
So
sense.
that's
Makes
sort of
sense.
how I would have rolled that. So
That's good to
This just needs a little. Okay, very good.
And again, distance out as far as I can get, like the extra 10 feet. out of the way or behind the bear or some way blocking line of sight so I'm less obvious.
You just get 10 feet out as best you can.
And then if I need to find some blocking, I'll find some blocking.
All right, so we're seeing kind of behind the bear as we're going here. Okay. So excellent. What I will need is for ending your turn holding it, I need a wisdom save.
Oh shit.
For better and for worse. All right, here we go. Yes, please. 23.
Oh.
Very good. As you hold, there's this. You realize that there is a required near concentration and effort to keep this from exploding. It is attempting to get out of where it is, and as you're making it not go anywhere you like, just filling your area, you are able to keep it perfectly stable.
So Marastra gives a very panicked expression towards any magic user in the area.
I'm just a bear.
Just a bear.
All right. Glenn.
Looking at it, I'll just look back at Royd and be like, did they say if we could turn this thing off?
Nope, she must have run out of words.
Well, fuck it, we ride. And I'll cast the same magic on it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Hey, yo, that's what I was going to do too. So I'm not even mad at you.
All right.
This is one chaotic group.
So I will
If
use
not
my inspiration.
Yeah.
Because I need, I believe, like a 14 or higher. So here's hoping.
Or to spell magic?
Yeah.
You need a 19, sir.
Well, I need a
total.
14 or higher. Yeah, no, I fail. I only got a 12.
Okay.
Well, that's a little above my capabilities here.
Pay grade.
Shin, you want to give it a go? I mean, I guess I got a few more tries in me, technically. But yeah. Bonus action. So when you said it takes concentration, like literal concentration checks?
No.
Or okay.
It's a wisdom save for ending your turn with the ball.
Okay.
Or any shenaniganry.
God damn it. If you had it clarified, I was like, guys, just keep passing it around. Don't end your turn with it. Hot potato that bitch. Don't end your turn with it.
Yeah. No. Calling it right now.
Heard there was this guy back in the island that could make doors. I don't know. He makes doors, and they go to I don't know where they go.
Oh man, I'm not on guard for the doorman.
Raptor, if you want to give it,
I'll actually
kind of
say
wish
this is if you would play hot potato, I would change it to a deck save. For the
And we get advantage on
potato
death saves. Let's do it.
You do.
Yeah, fuck
for
it.
the creativity, like I'll give you because I don't want to list there and say no, but it would just change it. So if you want to make it a little more advantageous, I would
Don't
allow
pass
it.
that shit to me then. That's because that was a spell. What bonus actions do I have? My starry form, which doesn't help with wisdom or dex. If it was con, I'd do that because then I could just, I'd get minimum 10, no matter what on the die roll.
No.
That's what I got then.
Okay.
I'm because I always forget this. The person that I'm going to give inspiration from Silver Barb is Miester.
Okay. All right, Vikova.
So they're all charmed at the moment.
Yeah, you know not to touch them when he does this.
Yeah. So if it's gonna be deck saves, I'll just call for him to pass it to me. I'll run up so that I'm a bit closer. I'll call for it. If he wants to do it, he can. But that's all I got right now.
Okay, very good.
This is round 1 of their charmed.
Yep, it is. Then it's Omelan's turn.
I don't know. So
Do you
okay.
have Dispel Magic?
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Well,
Sure
it's a
you
matter
do.
of if he knew it, like, because this is his first time playing a full caster, so I don't know if he would have prepared it. But bards do have access to it. I just don't know if you prepared it.
I don't think I did.
And it's known spells, so you can't just like swap into it.
Yeah, there's a chance with the other casters you might not have because you'd be like, all the people have that. So
Yeah, no, I didn't.
It's okay.
It's all good.
So you can give inspiration for somebody that's about to try to make that check to help them not fail.
Shit, I'm using that bardic inspiration.
Or
for
the
sure.
help action to be like, hey, yeah, when he goes to do this, I'm gonna steady him.
Well, what I could do is because we're just trying to get them away, get the orb away, right?
Well, we would like to destroy or make it render it useless.
Yeah,
if
we don't want it to
possible.
go off in the area. So unless you can literally send it like
If
way
you can banish
away.
I don't know where it would go.
You can't banish items though.
correct.
Oh yeah, that's right. Damn it.
Well, because I've got Dimension Door.
Who's ready to die?
Teleport out to sea, maybe?
Because I can send one of y'all to that thing and you activate it in that demi-plane. Or you fail your save with it on that demi-plane because you're incapacitated while you're there.
If only someone had a familiar.
I mean, I have one. But
I mean, if you wanted to, you could grab it and go 500 feet away.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
If you have the
I mean,
dimension door.
This is the classic Counter-Strike, who has the bomb scenario. Get the hell out.
Yeah, I mean, so but what's the downside of holding it for too long again?
It
Wisdom
casts
save
here.
to get
Oh.
cast here, yeah. Because they were concentrating to keep it from going off because they were trying to get it in an optimal position.
Oh, gotcha. Well, shit.
So getting it further away is good. Getting it the hell out of here over ocean would be nice. Like there's a bunch of what ifs around getting the bomb the hell out. So if you have one of those options, think about it.
Yeah, but if I teleported 500 feet away, I'm pretty much stuck with it.
Yes.
Right.
Can you
shit.
teleport me 500 feet away? Because I'm with it right now.
The
You
two
could
of
take-
you
you
could
could take
go.
both of you.
You could take it.
Oh, then yeah, I'll take you with me.
I'll just huck it.
Yeah. Cool.
What's the guess on the radius of this thing? It was effectively half a city.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
Yes.
is not 500 feet, guys.
yeah, that's my concern.
We can see you right over there.
You'd
Let's
have
stay
to,
with the casters.
you'd likely have to use all of your 4th and your 1/5 level spell to go 2,000 feet to at least get it not in an optimal location, and then we're still going to have damage.
Oh, jeez. So do I cast it or do I not cast it? Do we do this? Do we kill them? What do we do?
Are
with
you
this
making
thing?
the hero play? Well, don't attack them right now because we're still trying to dispel it.
Yeah,
Don't fuck us.
dispel
Yeah.
first, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, this is high risk situation. It's just got to make your.
I don't know. I just make it.
This is
Hold
what
on.
I'll say.
Or
This
in case
is the
someone
one
doesn't-
thing that you're at one of the highest points of the city. So it
Okay.
going here cover like there's also like the distance where it would cover as far as height. Okay. Taking it down this because we said you're up somewhere. If you were to transport it down, you'd be getting it lower. Right.
Oh.
So less damage, probably.
It's potentially doing. It might still hit a lot of people. Just sort of depends. There's a lot of factors there, but getting it lower and away is a twofold benefit.
All right. Well,
Whether that benefit's realized based on how far you get it, it's a whole nother avenue. But I mean, it's what do you do with the bomb? That's what this
Yeah.
is.
well, are you coming with me or are you staying?
Why would you take him? Take another caster. Oh wait, he has the ball. Can't you just take the ball out of his hands?
I
And take
guess
a
I
caster with
could.
you?
You can free action. You can free action, grab it, and take a
Yeah,
caster if you want.
Yeah, take me, the other caster.
Yeah,
the person
take
you gave
either-
a bardic to.
Okay.
Because you can use the bardic on the dispel check.
Right, exactly.
And then with this, can I also, before I leave, bonus action bardic somebody else too, real fast?
Yeah.
Trying to think. You might have enough movement to do this.
You might have to hold your action to cast it once Shin gets
I'm
next
closer.
to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have to walk up to
The bear.
Miraster first. And Miraster's technically like right behind the bear.
Right.
Who's the other caster? Glenn?
You would take Shin goes before me, and Shin already has one of your bardics.
A bardic, yeah.
Okay, then I will bardic Glenn just because I feel like healing would be nice or something. I don't know. I just feel as though that should be a right decision.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will grab the orb, bring Shin with me, and Dimension Dora's away from the city as far as I can.
Holding your action to cast Dimension Door when Shin gets next to you, so you haven't left yet.
Okay, yeah, that one.
But Miraster is still holding the orb, right?
No, he took the orb already, but
Okay.
he's holding his action to
Okay,
cast
so
the,
then Omelon, give me a wisdom saving throw.
So it's
Or
not
the
it's
dex
not
save.
Dex to steal, it's Wiz to hold it.
Oh.
What is it?
It's wisdom to hold it, yeah. So the reason would be Dex is because they'd have to catch it and not drop it.
Oh,
Okay, so it would require my action to throw it to make it a Dex thing, otherwise it's a Wiz thing, right?
Right. Not action, but you could throw it. But I mean, I wouldn't say.
What's the save?
It was to keep us from shenaniganing and not having to make any save at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom is the save.
Oh, jeez. I mean,
Then I didn't use my bonus. I don't think I could use it for toss, right?
I'm going to burn an inspiration for this because I really don't feel confident about this.
Valid.
If you're a fighter, do you have a surge?
Negative. But
Good-
I want
good
to
choice.
Miraster.
18.
Sweet.
All right. So you grab it, and it almost cracks because the DC is 18. But it stays stable for now.
That's scary.
And then you bonus action gave me a bardic, right?
That's correct.
Yep.
All right. Then Robin.
So I still have who's behind me, Miraster or someone.
Yeah, Miraster's behind you.
Cool. Just for the
And
lulls.
technically, the other two are technically Omelon is right next to Miraster because he just took the orb.
Right.
Yes.
So cool. Just for the funny ha-has, I'm going to stare at the druid I was just mauling. And I'm gonna say something like, "You look better as mulch." I'm going to taunt it with my bonus action. I'm a Kender. So it's a wisdom saving throw on him.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm taunting this druid because I'm a Kender.
That's
so
pretty Kender.
this druid has to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Which druid is this?
The one that I'm like right in front of.
The one that's in humanoid form.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
And, oh boy, what's the DC?
24.
Oh, okay, yeah, he's fine. So with my action, you said Omelon is also technically right next to Miraster.
Yes.
Can I drag Omelon towards Shin? Use like my whole action and all my 50 feet of movement to do that.
Yeah.
Yay!
You go ahead and drag them. Then Shin, it's her turn.
Oh, so then I guess we're close enough to be dimension doored.
So where are you
Down.
going, bud?
Uh,
'Cause we're at a high point. You can go 500 feet of somewhere you can see, or you can just state, "Yeah, I'll go 300 down, 200 forward."
Yeah, or 500. You could be like 500. Like, you can look at an angle and go 500.
Oh,
down there.
I'm messing with Steven because last time he decided to not go line of sight when he teleported.
okay. I
Yeah.
mean, okay.
Yeah, dimension door. There's no like rolls for danger. You just go 500 feet.
That's comforting.
I thought so.
Yeah,
But if you
I mean,
put yourself in rock, you still take damage.
Yeah, so like find like a little plateau of rock like down 500 feet to just like take us.
that sounds great. Let's do that.
All right, give me a quick perception, see if you can see that, because I did say this is dense forest.
Oh, here it goes. Of course. 8.
All right, I'm just gonna say you do not see a good spot. You can see about 40 feet. Then it's just sort of woods. You're just gonna take a chance.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Boom. All right. So I'll say we'll
Should've
call this
dispelled
50.
first.
We'll call this 50-50.
Should
All
have
right.
cast your dispel first, Shin.
I was going to, but he dragged them close to me, so I didn't have a turn.
Yeah.
That was my plan originally.
But you may have to.
Yeah, because it was a held reaction. Once I'm close, I'm
Yeah,
going to go.
Exactly. I
This is
was
how- this is how
going
it
to
goes.
literally try to dispel it first.
Yeah.
God damn it, Robin!
Oh, bear!
You always do this!
Okay, so here we go. Let's see, 10 or below. There, you're in a rock or something. 11 or higher. You are safe.
In the tree?
Natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
It was our favorite. It was in our favorite.
It's Jajal's luck is transposed.
Yeah. So,
Seriously.
all right. The energy rips around you both as you vanish from everyone's sight. Now lower, more into the woods themselves. Shin, what would you like to do?
I'm like, yo, I really gotta. And I'm like, I'm like talking to my friend Flynn. He's real to me. He's just invisible. They don't know that. He's imaginary. Whatever. And I was like, can you concentrate on this spell for me? I gotta do something real quick. So I'm like telling him to concentrate on the Hypnagon pattern, although it's me concentrated. But anyways, so I am going to attempt to dispel magic this, and I'm like, all right,
There's an inspiration.
just
if you
I'm
haven't
like,
used
all
one
right.
yet.
So I didn't use my inspiration before, so I'm
Okay,
going
nice.
to. But what he's like, all right, just don't be what you are anymore.
In your bardic.
And he's talking to the sphere, and he's like, okay, that was helpful. Let's add the bardic. That's going to be a 23.
23. The item looks, and for a moment you see the storms begin to clear, turn white, dissipate, and there's simply a cracked crystal orb, hollow. It is disarmed.
Like, man, wow, that was good job. You know, you are really doing great. And
I
I
hugged
walk
him.
off. I was like, he wasn't talking to you. He was looking to his, off in the distance to his imaginary friend, and he starts walking away. He's like, "Oh, you two, come on, let's go. Yeah, let's go."
Okay. In that case, I think we go back off to the standoff.
Oh, it was fun being a bear.
If the gold says those idiots don't give us a sign that they did it or not.
Yeah.
No, but next turn, Shin was planning to do ascending, not to the other team, to someone 500 feet away to tell them that we did it.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Anything you need to do to wrap this up? What do you need to do?
Oh, I mean, if I do know someone that, I met the doorman. I would tell the doorman that we were able to the doll is no longer storm. There's no more storm ball in here.
Who the fuck is the doorman?
Zanlor.
Zanlor.
Oh, yeah,
Like can make a door.
Yeah.
The doorman. That's what he's called.
I love that.
The master of doors.
Yes.
Yes. Is that our...
Cool.
We pan over to the other scene.
Tell me how our level 9 party did this so much more efficiently. We're fucking trash.
You put people in front of us and we panic. We're like, there's a crowd.
Because of the crowd, we don't want to hurt nobody.
You know what we do? We trap a 12-year-old girl in with 3 criminals. That's
Now
what we
just,
do.
Now we just gotta hope that they fucking lose concentration and the thing goes off in the tube.
Not with the little girl.
Yep. One had to pay the sacrifice. It's the sacrifice toll for us being our high level characters and not.
I'm gonna have to erect a new statue.
Oh, for only having one dispel magic amongst the 7 of us.
That was so funny. That was amazing.
We are so bad at D&D.
I'm having fun, so I'm good. I don't know
it's great. We're still
I'm
bad
having
at
so
it.
much fun. This is. I think we are great at D&D.
Oh yeah. Back to being tired and traumatized.
No longer a bear.
Okay, so back here, what do you want to do, and how much time you want to move to here? What do you want to do? You're just gonna tell me what the plan is.
Wait it out, I guess, and see what happens. Honestly, I would think it's traumatic and funny.
Someone said they can someone said they can take out, right?
Right. Someone did say they could disintegrate it, right?
I can disintegrate it. We just need someone else to.
If I could, if
immediately.
Do we see
dispel it? Right.
Do we?
If
see
I could see it
carrying it,
right, then that would be my.
Yeah. So here's the thing. What they're going to do here during this time is the green energy will end, and they kind of grab the ball, and it begins to glow, and the other two, they attack the girl, and she's flat on the ground.
Yeah.
They're kind of voting to be protective, kind of figure out what's going on. So they have a held action here. And they're kind of, the other ones are kind of guarding, but they're also like pushing their bodies against this thing so that they will know when it goes. So there's all these things going on. It is very tense. This is a crazy situation.
I mean, once I see Talon's ass drop through that glass, that's not glass, I am instantly trying to. If I see the orb, I'm.
This is what if you're going to go with this reaction thing, then it's going to be an initiative check between you and the one holding it.
Right, and that's going to go great for sure with me.
To be clear, is the place evacuated? Like from Mal's perspective, does it feel like everybody's at safe distance or as close as we can get?
So if you give the hour, then yeah, but you'd have to give the time.
Yeah. Then if we give the hour, and if Thola's going to be the one dispelling, I will take 1 minute of that hour to.
I mean, this thing. This spell doesn't have a limit on its range ultimately, so it could, even as you're evacuating, I'll just say that this can go this is just very crazy. It doesn't have to go off here and out. It can do a lot. So it's sort of, yeah. You did get, go ahead. I was going to let you guys make decisions.
Yeah. Like near the end of the hour, before we're about to decide what we're going to do, I'm going to, if it is Thola doing the dispel, I'm going to cast Fortune's Favor on them.
Well, Talon stops for a second, just says, "Wait, why would you waste a disintegrator or dispel? Just let the thing fall and then get on top of it. Like, it's going away anyway. You're just destroying."
True.
These are expensive spells. They take freaking days to get set in your mind. Why are you wasting 5 or 10 minutes on this crap?
If only
to have control of the timing.
I would swap to the taffy pistol, but technically the spell would end before my attunement finalized.
Yeah.
So I couldn't just be like, bing, bing, bing. You're all fucking taffied. You're not doing shit.
If y'all are that dead set, I can just get off the damn rock and be ready for my own disintegrate.
Okay, can either of you also dispel magic?
I can.
Okay, so then here's how we do this.
I like it.
Talon, can you or no?
Let me check my books. I don't think I got that one today, but I could be counterspell, yes, but not dispel magic right now.
Okay, that could also work. We wait the hour. I will, in the final minute, detect the magic to give you all the signal for when it immediately goes down. For those that are trying to dispel, in an attempt to try to give them advantage on their initiative check. Talon, if they fail, it's up to you.
To just blow it.
So ultimately,
stop it from
Caljim's doing a
triggering.
help action on initiative.
Yeah.
So to one person.
Yeah. To Thola, because I know Thola.
No, I have an auto always advantage on initiative. You would know that.
Oh, okay.
So you give it to
Sentinel.
So then I'll give it to Zainlor. So we've got 3 chances at this potentially. So whatever that thing you're doing with the pearls, help Talon out also.
Yeah, this is now going towards Talon, so he has an extra buffer in case you need to roll again for your dispel. So you get an extra d20.
Again, I can counterspell. I can't dispel. So
that's fine.
Okay.
This magic is of similar to magic that we were granted by gods. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
You're gonna need all the help you can get.
Oh, I already have it.
In the we have time, right? I'm gonna imagine there's a big clock somewhere, right?
I'm gonna have a pretty good.
I have in mind.
The last 10 minutes, can I?
Oh yeah, this lasts for 10 minutes, so I can actually detect magic a little bit. Like I don't have to do it right at that last minute. So
Right.
To get it up.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes, Dola is going to bond a good amount of people. Me.
Or would you call that bondage?
Yes. Me. Talon, Zenilor. And I mean, I guess Mal, just because. Oh, wait. Jajal has dispel magic too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Jajal. It's 5, right? Yeah. So those are the 5
Matt,
that are bonded.
Question on an item. So my Cloak of Distorted Time would allow me to use a reaction to force people to reroll. This is an initiative check for the sake of this. It's not necessarily the initiative check. Yes or no?
Correct. This would not. Yeah. This is for the sake of this dramatic thing.
Figured I'd ask though.
Yep. Good question.
So everyone would get a D4 on their, checks that they want to do.
Okay. So it's really the people doing the craziness. So, are we ready?
One second. So Zainlor,
Are you ready to die?
I think we should probably coordinate a little bit. If the shield goes down, I can disintegrate, I can eye bite, I can sunbeam. I got a bunch of options in my back pocket. Or someone could just hold a fireball for me somewhere else. We could do 2 at the same time. Do we? I mean, obviously every war has casualties. Do we just go full force?
Wait,
what should we do?
Wait, isn't counterspell level 4? Couldn't you put a mote in the counterspell and give someone else
counterspell is a
counterspell?
reaction, and I don't know if you can use them. Can you use the mote as a reaction?
Yeah, you can use it as whatever you.
2 seconds. Let me tell you. For Arcane Abeyance, it is an action.
Okay, you have to use the action.
The creature holding the
You can
spell
still
in the
put it.
bead can use an action to cast it whenever they're ready.
So, unlucky that you didn't have the dispel, because then you could have given somebody else a dispel.
Exactly. Yeah. Should be added to spell list.
Simon, is there anything you're doing?
I got
that
nothing.
You can do. Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing I can do. I'm just
Do you want to hold an attack, your teleport attack, to at least smack him about?
I can do that. I can.
Because
Tholo, what's your passive? Tholo, what's your passive perception?
26.
That's what I thought. What I'll tell you is the only thing that you're able to get from this is that they are staring, as they're holding this, off towards the ships where the majority of people have evacuated.
I feel you. Does anyone have a darkness spell?
I do.
Can you block their view from that side? In the last few minutes.
Just don't block them.
Yeah, if I can follow their line of sight, yeah.
Is that possible? Could we set that up?
So we need darkness. Tell me, where are you putting the darkness?
Yeah, I'm on the So what you? I guess which way are they looking? What way is?
So they're looking south towards the camera.
Okay, so towards our. Okay, towards us.
Okay. So if we so Mal and I are up in the air, Talon's on top of the force cage.
I'm off to the side, so I'm good.
Yeah. So it's
and I guess we can all move too, right?
Yeah, I got
we can
closer to
move around, so I'm not blocking anyone with darkness, and I could just create it right there on the edge of the.
Well, put it higher up to try to, so that way they have to put it
it's
further up ahead
feet.
of us, so that way they're looking. They have to look up, so if they're gonna release it, they're here.
Yeah,
but they're
kinda
suicide
like
bombers. But at least they'll die in their own spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. There you go. So you're holding the darkness there. You got it.
We would probably be on the other side realistically because we just put the darkness towards the south side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where they're looking.
I thought your jaw was gonna come out of the
Thing.
And then
Jajal can be in the darkness. Oh no, he can't see him.
Yeah, he could.
Oh, he can't see. Yeah.
Actually, instead of holding my thing, I'm just gonna like a minute or two before it's supposed to go down, I'm gonna do my full arm thing, and then I'm just gonna hold the attack action for the one that's holding it.
Yeah, so then you gotta make sure you're right up along the.
I've got a 15-foot reach.
Oh well, damn.
With my hands.
You're friggin' orangutan.
Excuse me, it's Mr. Fantastic to you.
And then for shits and giggles, Talon will actually decide to slide happily down the edge of the force cage and get the hell off of it, so when it dissolves, it'll just fall in the middle of them. Get some distance, off to the side so he can cast. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Because why fall on them?
Okay, so
Nice job.
the people who have a held action are whom?
I have the.
Well, Zanlor, if you're.
Mine's the help action.
Well, what are we doing? Are we disintegrating, or are we waiting for it to go away?
I'm waiting for it to go away to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, so you're going to just kind of let it happen. So we're not ending it early. Okay, perfect. So Zanlor is, and then Thola has one.
Yeah, so I cast my Bolian Bond in the last 10 minutes, and then I am holding my action for Dispel Magic.
Okay, and then we have attacks. Some people have some attacks.
I used my help action, so I think it's just Simon holding attack.
Yeah, I think it's just me.
Okay, because you have a 10-foot reach.
15.
15 foot.
15. Yeah, so you're good. Okay, perfect. All right then.
With his force arms.
Do you want me to hold my Dispel Magic too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then should Talon? I mean, Mal's just going to jump in from the top, obviously, but should Talon hold a polymorph? A thing that becomes
you can't hold a spell. You have to be there to counterspell.
Right.
Which is also a reaction. If you're holding a spell, it's your reaction to activate it. So then you would potentially waste a spell slot.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So then those holding, you can go ahead and make an initiative ability check.
Okay.
Zanelor, you have advantage.
Awesome. And technically the D4 does emboldening bond.
If you want to use it on that, remember you'll only use it on one check for that turn.
So because it's not an actual
it's
initiative,
one check.
I don't get my.
No, it's per turn.
So this is all happening in the same turn.
This is one turn. Yeah.
If you use it on the initiative, you don't get it for the dispel.
Right.
So I don't get my advantage. Actually, I don't have it. Never mind. I forgot I'm not longer a barbarian.
still rolled shit. I got a 12 with the Emboldened Bond.
Okay, so you got 12. I don't have the thing going on. Thola,
That was a 17.
17. And Simon,
14.
they got a 21. So their reaction triggers first.
Wait, didn't I get? I got a 22.
I don't remember you saying the thing, but that's fine.
Yeah.
What were
He
you
was
holding?
the spell.
You were
He's
holding
all
the
had-
spell. Okay, perfect.
And you
So
have the D4 as well that you can use on this.
Okay, so then
Okay.
Jajal.
Yes.
It's all on you, buddy.
Oh, no stress.
Twice.
So you roll in D20, adding your spell casting modifier, and then
Your
the D4.
charisma.
What is that through?
Wait, what?
His
His
sword.
needle.
Sword. Does the sword say anything about the spellcasting modifier on that? Just checking. If it doesn't, then we're just
No,
going
it's my warlock spell.
Oh, you actually have it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I do.
Oh,
have
charisma.
So it isn't your sword.
it. Negative.
Okay, perfect. Then it's charisma. Yep.
And so it's a D20 roll.
D12. Yeah, just click your.
So I rolled a 17 plus my charisma
Yeah.
Charisma.
Yep,
is
charisma. And,
plus 3
For
and then
20.
you add a D4
D.
just in
oh,
case.
Let's go. Just a 1. So
21.
Okay, so you see them. The darkness is there. Looks up, just goes straight in the sky. It breaks. The storm moves, but at the same time, it simply becomes blue sky and then nothing.
oh god, yes.
Door time.
Hey, Simon gets his attack. Everyone was holding the spells, but Simon gets an attack.
Watch him up.
Two attacks.
Okay.
Our level 14 characters. 1 hour and 3 rounds later.
Wait, I'm getting
Our
a
level
message.
9. 2 rounds. Who are the real heroes?
You are because you made Dark for the place everyone wants to save.
Ow.
Oh, that was really sweet, actually.
What happened?
Don't get used to it.
What did she say? Dang it.
All right, you make your attacks.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, one of them's a natural 20.
Woo!
Take those.
These guys are having a very bad day.
So that is 16. 15 force, and then 1 lightning. And then the other one was a 27 to hit
That'll hit.
for another 12.
Okay. All right. So in the case of this, is this just an execution?
I
That's
mean,
a
we could keep one.
That's entirely up to Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. With all of you around, there's just no conceivable way. There's no bystanders for them to be asses with. You got this. So what do you want to do?
Can I?
Eco-terrorist druids and their terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day.
Did we check the pulse of the girl on the ground?
You would have
actually,
a chance.
that's-
You made your decision with the girl. With the.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, my
Yeah,
thing. I was already
she's
looking
been-
at resurrection.
She's
I have
been dead.
diamonds, so I feel bad. Dola feels bad.
But that's a raised dead issue at this point. So we got
Oh,
10
yeah.
days.
So I'm saying
Because
with
remember,
these.
she stayed in there in an hour.
Let's start with this. These guys, are they dead or are you saving?
Thola, you can extract the information you need even if they're no longer with the living, correct?
I mean, I could talk to him. With 5
Talk to
questions,
them
of course.
or get
5
good
questions.
answers.
No, I mean they don't
No.
have to be truthful at all. to be
You
honest.
know, we should probably have a conversation with at least one of them.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
we should keep one alive.
We're talking about a group that went to all the trouble to wipe out the entire island, and I kind of like this place. So, you know,
We-
as preferences go, I'm not
We
opposed to
don't
pulling
have-
some toenails.
We don't have a holding cell for them.
Oh, we
don't
can make
have some
one.
we don't have some kind of anti-magic manacles to keep them here. Tonk's gone.
mean, what's his name made it work for an hour.
We don't need anti-magic if we just cut off their hands and their
I
tongues.
was gonna say cutting off.
Then how are they going to give us information with
Yeah.
their hands?
They can talk to us telepathically.
Yeah, you can dive into their mind. I can.
Y'all make this complicated. What happened to thumb screws on the rack?
When have we
Yes.
used those ever, Mal?
So what you do know is things like arcane foci, components.
Right.
Yeah.
You're taking away. There is some type of, protection.
Well, we know that, but does Mal?
No, God, no. He's seen.
But there are two
past
legit
aberrations.
wizards
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
discussion.
Passive Arcana 26. I think I know.
Well, you make your decision. What do you want to do?
If you have a way to keep them safe in the short term, we have lots of ways to extract answers.
Yeah.
They may even be willing at some point.
Yes.
I do have truth serum also.
You
Yes,
do?
You
Yes.
still have that?
I do.
He makes it.
Okay.
I still
Well-
have an extra planar door that we could bring him into.
Or
Wait, I'm getting a message.
Okay.
All right. So we keep one, the leader-looking one.
We can keep all three as long as they're harmless. Can you guarantee that?
No, they're druids. They can shift into creatures and fly the fuck away.
So we're
Yeah,
back to
you-
taking arms and legs.
Just
But if they're another plane,
correct. Yes, we take arms and legs, but yes, we keep one. We just need one. Wait, does any of this look like the young girl that was sad, or was the young girl over looking at colors?
a young girl that was sad.
The
That
members
we-
of the
who
boat.
was like remorsefully like giving the orders, like, "Hey, there's people," but kind of didn't like what they were doing.
Oh, no, she's with the other group.
The
Okay.
colors.
Looking at colors. All right. Well, just keep the leader-looking one from this group. That's what I would do.
Seems reasonable.
Somewhere in the last hour, Zanelor got a sending saying, "Hey, we did it."
Oh, wow,
What are we
that's
doing,
good.
Man?
Wow. Did he really get all those people at the bar? You think?
They gave me
So,
a-
guys, are we keeping one?
Yes,
We're keeping one.
Any, mini, miny, mo. Which
The
one are you?
leader-looking
You
one, the one that had the ball.
The other two are getting
magically.
they're getting executed in the middle of the street.
Yeah, no, I can do it in a very gruesome way too. If you want to send a message,
That's not the point.
no.
I mean,
Okay.
I could literally beat them to death.
You don't need to though. Like suffering is suffering.
Yeah,
Let me-
but
I
They
can't
ki-
we have
they
any
killed-
fun?
they killed one of the seedlings and a child.
And another person from your crew.
peace. You have made your point. Tell you what, I'll take this one for old time's sake, and then do what you want with the other one.
Cool.
And Mal will grab one, pull out the old family sword, hold him up, and say, "I would say no harm, but apparently this has been a 1,000-year struggle, so let's just make it quick." Slide the blade right through him.
All right, Rochambeau for who gets to kill the other
Everyone
one.
didn't kill the child.
Yeah, we're gonna deal with the child. I got 10
No,
days
I'm
of
just saying
resignation.
that's the one that should live.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
got you.
cool.
They can have the most gruesome death.
I could disintegrate someone.
What?
Guys,
I've
at this
got
point,
this-
it's just flavor.
How about
How
we
the
don't play
fuck
with
you
our
kill
food?
it?
Gosh, this is a simple question.
At this point,
Yeah, how
Joel
about
pulled out this
how-
little
how about-
jug.
Ooh,
Caldrum?
good.
Why don't you just put his brains over there, there, and there, and he points in 3 very different directions.
I don't know what gun you think I have that'll dispense it that way, but
I mean,
At least there.
What jar is Jajal coming out with?
Oh, it's the one with different
serum.
spouts. I go to the one that I clearly wrote misspelled acid, and I unclog that one and just kind of pour it over the person's head. It's not going to kill them, but it's going to suck. Actually, hold their mouth open.
Just finish it.
yeah,
And then-
Keldrum goes back to the seedling and picks them up and is taking them to Gaius. That's what Keldrin's doing. Keldrin's
gonna be
not
hard to
participating
explain.
in the firing squad.
You know what? I'll if nobody else is going to, I'll take one of my javelins, put it in the ground, and then I'm going to in front of one of them and just kick him face first into it.
Okay, nice. So we're keeping the one that had the orb alive, or they're all
Yeah.
dead. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
It's alive. All right. With that,
I'm sorry.
Truth serum?
well, here's the thing. It is our time to end for tonight,
Yep.
and then we can also decide what happened up top later
sure.
when we do that as well. So I'll be watching so much, and we will continue this next week. See you then.
See ya. That was fun.
Meanwhile,